Good morning, I'm Steve Halligan,
And I'm Walt Halligan.
and we are the current owners of Halligan Manufacturing. We've upholstered furniture for 4 generations since 1899. We've been in this very building since 1913 in Newark, New York.
And during that time, we've developed a lot of great time-tested techniques with quality craftsmanship. And in Steve and my generation, we've melded that in with modern technology. And that allows us to provide a tremendous selection and consistency in our product that we want to show you today.
We stock over 650 fabrics, and we are very careful about the fabrics we put in the line. We want to make sure, first of all, that the style is right. The customer wants to find the fabric that's going to give them the style that's right for their home. The other thing we're looking at is durability. We do look at the double rub testing that the mills supply, but more importantly, we tell a lot just by feeling the fabric. You can tell a lot whether a fabric is going to hold up by feeling it. We will take some fabrics and we will do our own little rub test to see how it handles the surface abrasion. We also like to make sure that fabrics have backing. The backing will give the fabric strength and stability and allows it to tailor up crisply, and over time will hold a nice edge. And all of these are important for the overall look and durability of the piece in the customer's home.
So on the precision end of it, the beauty of the CNC technology with the computers that we have is that we can program in a whole level of matching, which includes plains, which are very simple, through to plaids and 5-star, and even very sophisticated fabrics like this one. And you can see this has a motif, and what we will do is literally take the camera that's on the CNC machine, find a match point, and the machine will center on that point and cut around it the same every single time, giving a beautifully matched piece for each customer.
So here we are at the beginning of the process where everything starts. This is flat stock, 7/8 inch engineered hardwood. It's actually a poplar laminate that comes from West Virginia. It's a premium product. What makes it so good are a couple things. Number one, it's 7/8 inches and it remains 7/8. It's very consistent. Number two, and that's important because when the joints fit together, the thickness has to be precise. And this is, and we pay a little extra for that sort of consistency. The other thing that's important is when you look at this is not like the Lowe's plywood that you may buy. If you look at this, there are no voids in this. It is void-free.
So this is how we process the engineered laminate, and we start with 10 tons of metal. Actually, this CNC machine was bought by a company in Louisville, Kentucky, and we love it. We've been doing this since 2008 and have fantastic success with it. I have a few pieces here that have come off of the machine, and you can see that's a pretty sophisticated piece of work right there. This happens to be a corner block, maybe not exactly 90 degrees, but that's great because we want it to fit exactly into the design and construction of the piece that we have. We are all about precision in terms of getting the pieces to fit together, something like that, and that really speaks highly for the integrity of our pieces. You can almost put a whole frame together and have it stand still without even doing the gluing and stapling, which we always do. After we're done tailing from the CNC machine, we take all our parts and we move it right down immediately adjacent to the frame making area. So this is a frame that's fully made, and I'm going to just walk briefly through some of the features that give it the structural integrity. Starting with this right here, which is our puzzle joint. That's even stronger than any double dowel construction. There's a lot of notches and grooves in the piece. We also use mortise and tenon construction, which is not shown on this particular one, but notch and groove allows the two pieces to mate nicely together. We use a lot of staples. You can see actually there's a lot of staples right here into the shank of this leg. The leg is integral with the frame, so it's not going to come off. That's in the front and the back. Oftentimes there may be a spool leg or even a pyramid foot, and those we put on with a huge dowel, and they are well secured in place. The nice part about our mesh customization is you can see that we have different height legs, and the nice part about that is that it allows us to produce many different types of bases for any particular customer. The top rails, you're going to see these marks here, you can see some marks here. These are all to provide a consistent product. Okay, the springers are going to put their springs here, here, and here. The people in the upholstery are going to line their backs up here, here, and here. So that provides a lot of information in the construction of the project. And of course, once the frame is made, then we have to hand tie it. And here's a couple examples of springs that go into the piece. Depending on the height of the leg and so on, we use many different sizes of springs. It's all about design. And we don't cut any corners with our hand tying. It's literally the old-fashioned way, which is time-tested, and it works.
So from here, this frame will be fully sprung, and it will roll down to our manufacturing cell. And you can follow me. And I'm just going to park it. You'll notice squares on the floor here. There are 8 squares. And a frame will start at the back square and work its way through the front square. And what happens is, as the product moves, the frames work their way down. So every frame is set up in a specific sequence. And if you look in here, this is a manufacturing cell. There is a team of sewers and upholsterers. The sewers are on the inside, and so they are kind of on this circle here. And they will be sewing the backs and the cushions and everything. And when they are done, the job will be put into a bin. And then, so it's ready to go. And then this bin ultimately will come over of sewn parts and will set in the job. In addition, we will add the seat cushions and the back pillows all into the same part. The upholsterers will come and grab their piece, and it'll make its way around the outside of this cell. There's 4 upholsterers working together as a team to complete this sofa. And one of the nice things about this is an upholsterer is working away, and he has a problem. Maybe a seam has slipped or something. He can simply go to the sewer, get it fixed, get it back, and put it on. Now, the other thing this does for us, and this is very important, in each of these squares there is a job, and everything is done by sequence. And the sofa that's in here, sofa or chair that's here, is very different from the sofa or chair that's here, is very different from the sofa or chair that's here. In every square there is a unique piece of furniture produced for a unique customer with their unique specifications. And that really is the only way that you can achieve the kind of customization that we can provide. Okay, we fabricate all of our own filling parts. If you take a look at this, this is for the beginning of the next load. You'll see thick foam for seat cushion. You'll see thinner foam for backs and arms, and these will all be cut over here to pattern. They will have fiber glued on them, and they will end up going into a sofa or chair.
And over here, immediately adjacent, is the fabrication area. We take that thick piece of foam and literally glue a heavy piece of fiber Dacron onto it. This one happens to be 2 inches thick. There's a little variation in how we do the construction of each unit, but you know, that's the beauty of being vertically integrated. We can make a whole lot of different types and thicknesses of cushions, and we do it all right here. Once the fiber is glued to the foam, we take and fill it in kind of a down-like ticking. The nice part about this liner is it does protect the whole unit from abrasion of the backside of the fabric. Steve talked about backings that are on the fabric. They can be a little rough. So this is a really great item to have in the cushion construction. A lot of companies will just cut that corner and not even provide a liner. It's important.
We're in our finishing room right now. We do all of our own finishing. We have lots and lots of legs, at least 20 different styles and probably more of different height, different style. All have to be finished with the right finish for the job at the right time. So again, everything is done according to sequence. We're very proud of our finish, and this is an example of a profile board. We start out with a dye that's put on here for overall color, then a penetrating stain is put on, and then 3 coats of lacquer. There's a primer, and then 2 top coats, all sanded in between. So the finish you receive on one of our legs is really equal to a dining room table or a dining chair finish in appearance. So here we are back in the factory showroom, and this is really the culmination of the precision and the repeatability and the customization that we have built in, and of course the beautiful styles and the comfort. It's all right here. This is our Brighton piece. I love this piece. I love the red. I love the ottoman and that ottoman combination and that taller leg and the nail head trim. But there's a lot of options there. How do you get that all so that the salesperson prices it right and gets it through your back office? Well, it starts with this POP, which is provided, and it shows all the options that are available. And you can talk to the customer. They can both stand back and look at it. Even in this COVID day where you need some distancing, you can spread out and have a conversation about this. And the customer may say, yes, I like this, this, and this. Well, when you get to that point, we have these wonderful order sheets, okay? And this is the Brighton order sheet, and it looks almost identical to this. It's on a pad. You can tear it off when you're done, and you simply go through and check off the boxes of what the customer wants. For example, we offer this sofa in 3 different depths. The deep depth costs us more to manufacture than the short depth, but we make them all the same price. So when the floor salesperson is done pricing, it doesn't make any difference whether they choose a deep sofa, a standard sofa, or a short sofa. The price is the same. The goal is to make it simple for everybody, which we believe yields increased sales.
And in addition to order forms for sofas, we have one for sectionals as well, and we sell a ton of sectionals. One of the main reasons is it's very easy to price them up. There's hundreds of combinations, but if you look on the back, we actually give you a lot of suggested configurations, and the pricing for those suggested configurations are literally right on the price list, so that keeps it error-free. So that's our tour, right from where we start making the furniture to the showroom here. And we thank you for your time and your interest, and look forward to a chance to earn your business.
And I would echo that. Thank you, and thanks most of all for this opportunity, and we appreciate your taking the time to watch this. We're very proud of what we do here, and I hope you're impressed with everything.